This is the structure of the cell membrane, starting at the protein channel. The protein channel is the channel that allows the transport of specific substances across the cell membrane. The glycolipid is the lipid that has an attached carbohydrate. Its function is to contribute energy and act as a marker for cellular recognition. A cell membrane. Phospholipids form the basic structure of a cell membrane, called the lipid bilayer. Scattered in the lipid bilayer are cholesterol molecules. The integral protein membrane function as transporters, channels, see potassium linkers, receptors, proteins involved in accumulation energy, and proteins responsible for adhesion, cell adhesions. The perihelial protein are membrane proteins that adhere only temporarily to the biological membrane with which they are associated. The surface protein membrane neuroreceptors include the transmembrane proteins. Each cell membrane can have several kinds of membrane receptors in varying surface distributions. A specific receptor might also be differently distributed on different membrane surfaces depending on the membrane sort and cell function. The globular protein are spherical-like proteins that are one of the common protein types, the other being fibrous and disordered and membrane, are somewhat water-soluble, unlike the fibrous membrane proteins. The role of carbohydrates is to provide energy as they are the body's main source of fuel needed for physical activity, brain function, and operation of the organs. All the cells and tissues in your body need carbs, and they are also important for intestinal health and waste elimination. The hydrophilic proteins associated with a cell membrane, therefore it must be able to interact with both an aqueous hydrophilic environment and with the lipid hydrophobic environment of the inner parts of the membrane. The alpha helix protein is a common motif in the secondary structure of proteins and is right-hand coiled or spiral conformation helix in which every backbone NH group donates a hydrogen bond to the backbone CO group of the amino acid located 3 or 4 residues earlier along the protein sequence. The hydrophobic proteins, in the case of folding, the hydrophobic effect is important to understand the structure. The hydrophobic tails lipids are fats like oil that are insoluble in water. There are 2 important regions of a lipid that provides the structure of the lipid bilayer.